It's time for the Humor Highwire.
Yeah, going to start recording.
It's great.
Yeah,
that's great audio.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's good. Good audio.
Yeah,
it's a great giant metal flask. Hey, everybody! What?
You should never drink and film a podcast.
You never drink and pod at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. I would never do that.
It's unfortunate soundbite. My gosh, the first 30 seconds of this is just trash.
No, it's good actually. The people want this. Welcome to Humor Highwire.
Yes.
You guys got this, right? Go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to talk about my my most recent COVID experience of right now. I'm feeling a lot better, but I did lose my sense of taste and smell for a few days, and I read that sometimes they don't come back. And I was very scared for 2 days. Not because the idea of never being able to taste or smell anything again is scary because I won't be able to taste food and stuff. That's awful. But I won't be able to smell the very intentional smell they put into natural gas in case there's a gas leak. Or I won't be able to tell if I take a bite of something if it's gone sour or rotten or not cooked all the way or anything like that. I'd have to live my life through textures and hoping that somebody else smells things that are deadly. And that wasn't great for my psyche. But
well, you know what? It might have been a blessing if you lost your taste of smell your taste and smell. Because if you think about it, you know how they say if you go blind, your other senses are enhanced. What if that happened and you just got super X-ray vision or something?
I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
but then I'd have to
be like a superhero.
Then I would have to deal with the fact that my body wouldn't be able to process the nutrients from food as effectively. So that would not be great.
Well, you could boof it.
No?
That's what they're doing. That's what the kids are doing these days.
I don't...
I don't. I really don't.
So I'm the clown, everyone. Welcome to Humor Highwire.
That's the third time we've welcomed them.
Yeah.
I'm AedanGraef. Also Justin.
I'm IanCK.
I'm also Matt and the clown. Welcome back to Humor Highwire.
Oh my gosh.
We had some technical difficulties there.
What's our first segment for this episode?
Super serious.
Okay.
Super serious.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Am I on?
You are.
We'll do it live.
But I mean, no, I don't think you can do live podcasting.
But you definitely can.
Okay.
Radio show hosts do it all the time.
That's also radio?
But it's like a podcast.
No.
Speaking of misinformation, let's get right into it.
No, because I'm so super serious.
Okay.
So essentially, here's the deal. We've done this once before. I'll go over the rules real quick again. I'm going to give you 3 supposed facts. It is your job to suss out which of them is maybe not a fact and maybe misinformation. I feel this is very relevant to our culture at the time. So people are depending on you to teach them how to do this without using Google, because obviously bias, guys. Come on. Anyway, little warm-up round for you guys. I've got 3 factoids here. The
Okay.
first of the three. Tarantulas keep frogs as pets. The second factoid, we're just going to gloss right over it. X-rays cannot see through Velcro. And the third, it took more time for humans to go from bronze swords to steel than from steel swords to nukes.
The last one.
Okay. No.
To clarify, you have to figure out which one is the fake one.
Oh, the fake one. Oh,
Yes,
The
not
fake,
the true one.
fake one.
Oh,
The
the
fake
frog.
one is definitely the first one.
yeah, the
The
tarantula. and the frogs.
tarantulas keeping frogs as pets. That's definitely the fake one.
Are you locking in? Are you locking that one in?
Yeah, frogs are usually bigger than tarantulas, so that doesn't make any sense. But it just doesn't make sense.
Well, I'm really sorry to inform you that you've got the first one wrong already. That's crazy.
Is it the X-ray thing that's the one?
Yeah, it's the X-ray thing.
You know, see, I thought for a second, because I'm like, okay, it's made of metal hooks, so like maybe it wouldn't be able to see through it, but like the frogs thing.
It's like a symbiotic relationship between tarantulas and certain species, right? So the way this works is the tarantulas, for the tarantulas, the frogs actually end up eating some of the things that would attack tarantula eggs. And I don't remember what the tarantulas do for frogs.
They provide emotional support mostly.
Probably. Then wouldn't
Yeah,
it
they
be
pet
frogs
them.
keeping... Yeah, probably. But yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy.
That's a very short segment that we immediately lost. Does he get a point for that?
He said it was a warm-up round.
No.
Oh, this is a warm-up? Okay,
There
cool.
I have three more rounds of this.
Okay, this one's for real this time. So we're trying to find the fake one. Right, okay, got it.
Yes, you got to find the fake one.
Okay,
all right.
nukes. Yes.
I think you guys are going to get this one. All right, so our first fact, would be glass is a slow-moving liquid. Up next, we have only 6 people have survived rabies. And the last is mantis shrimp can punch with the force of a .22 caliber bullet.
It's the glass thing. I know for a fact the other two things are true.
Justin?
Yeah, unfortunately, I've read a significant amount of mantis shrimp facts thanks to the mantis shrimp themed board game that I have. And as for the middle one, what was that one again?
Only 6 people have survived rabies.
Yeah, that's not.
That one being a true statement, I can't say for sure.
So here's the thing. I will say this right now. If this was not heavily researched, I can see how you might think the glass thing is true because it was a thing that people thought because old glass looks like it melts over time. But I have learned a stupid amount about glass because my grandfather loved like the Corning Glass Museum and stuff like that. And one of the things that I learned, it sticks out in my mind very acutely, is that glass is not a liquid. Very much so, it is not. It just looks like that happens.
Okay.
I'll say that the
that's good
amount
enough
of
for me.
research I put into this is it was decent. It was decent. So
I'm going to lock in that glass is not a liquid
okay.
Yeah,
based on the amount of hearsay research that I just conducted.
And you guys are correct. Glass is in fact not a liquid. The people that
I'm
believe
so
that are
good at
fucking
this. I'm
idiots.
so good at this.
Look, hey, we don't have to
No, I'm
intellect
calling
shame
you out. If
anybody.
you're a listener and you thought glass was liquid, this is me calling you out.
Look,
Fight with me. Email us about it, about how angry I just made you. Email us.
Yeah, emails in the show notes. Yeah.
You ever seen that clip from The Boys where Homelander just ignites his eyes into the crowd? That's like 3 of our listeners right now.
All right. Moving right along, we have our round 2, technically, because I said the first one was it wasn't, but we'll stick with it. We have deoxygenated blood is blue. And the next one is, at some point, the leading cause of death of pregnant women was murder.
What?
Would you like that some point?
Some point.
Would you like that some point? I didn't.
Great. What a great expression.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on. Let's not move on for a second.
Can we?
Some point.
So loud. Can we? Hold on.
Yeah, we're gonna move on. So
the some point.
One,
can you specify like a particular?
I'm not going to anymore.
You were never going to.
All right. So our last factoid is: a man ate an entire plane.
What? Okay, so we have
I turned my mic gain down, so hopefully this helps.
A man ate a machine.
Yeah, an entire airplane.
At a point hold on. Is this a functional person carrying airplane?
I guess you could say, yeah, he did eat a plane at some point in time. You're right.
Okay.
Here we go again.
So, at some point in time, the leading cause of death of pregnant women was murder. At some point in time, is what you're saying.
At some point,
I'll say very recently.
Very recently.
Recently.
Right.
For multiple years, this was the case. I couldn't find any studies recently. So, as in this year recent. So,
was murder.
Yes, that is what the factoid says.
And the last two were so insane, I forgot the first one.
Deoxygenated blood is blue.
Deoxygenated blood is blue. I feel like that's another thing that people thought because you have the blue veins, but it's actually just the coloration from your skin that makes it blue. I don't think your blood is ever blue.
Okay, so we're going to pause here just because I'm hearing some crazy stuff. You think a man ate an entire airplane?
No. I don't think a man ate an entire airplane.
I'm just saying. So all right, so you don't think a man ate an entire airplane.
No.
So then that one's the false one. You're cool with deoxygenated blood being blue.
I'm not. No. So that's the thing. The whole pregnant women were dying because of specifically murder.
Yes. That was the leading cause of death at this time period that I'm not going to say anymore, but it was recent, just not this year recent. So when you're saying there's no studies or anything showing, so I can't prove this year.
But here's the thing. When you say point in time, are you saying over the course of this year, or in this 10-minute span of this
whether
day?
It is or isn't over the course of this year, because there's no real studies to show that right now.
Okay, you know what? Against my better judgment, I'm gonna lock in the pregnant lady murder one.
Okay.
Because I'm fairly positive that a man did not eat an entire airplane, and I'm also
guessing false. So you're saying
I'm guessing the one that's wrong.
Yes, there's only one wrong one
that's
here.
Wrong.
Oh, it's the man who ate the airplane.
Yes, the man who ate the airplane.
All right. Play the what sound effect because you guys are wrong. I will give you his name. You can look this up. His name is Michael Lotito.
Of course it is.
And he ate an entire airplane. The way he did it is he broke it up into pieces.
Sure.
And he ate it that way. I mean, he didn't eat it whole, But
how
have we got a segment for him?
What type of airplane did this man consume?
standard
I'm looking it up right now.
707.
Yeah.
It took him 2 years.
Fortunate.
He's a guy that could digest metal.
Yeah. That's not, normal.
Yeah. What is a Cessna? A Cessna 150. That is what he ate.
150.
Sorry for clickety clacking. It's it's a smaller plane, not huge.
Oh, it's a single. Okay. And he ate that.
He did.
Yeah, that's a lot of real estate for a tummy. I'll say
Do you
that.
want to know which one is false?
It's
Is
the
it
woman,
the
isn't
murder
it?
one?
No, that one was true too.
It's the
And
blue
the-
blood.
the-
It's because
blood is not
everybody
Yeah.
wants to believe
From
that one.
2022, from a Harvard study in 2022. That's why I said at some point in time, because I don't know if it was this year, but for a couple of years at least, it was like this. Deoxygenated blood is not blue. I
No,
can't
it's not,
believe
yes.
I gave you the obvious answer here. I feel like I kind of threw you off a little bit though
I keep
when I interjected.
Yeah, there's that. But I keep switching the purpose of the game in my head. Like I'm trying to find the true one and not the false one. So I'm like, this doesn't make any sense because I'm playing the game wrong.
That's why I remind you before you lock it in.
Yes.
All right, I've got one more for you guys.
All right.
Yeah, we were
Just so
already
we're
lost, but
clear.
The last one's fun.
We're just playing this for fun now because the point has already gone to the clown at this point. He's already got the point.
For a fucking airplane.
All
Sorry, we're
right.
gonna have to beat that.
Thank you, Reddit, by the way.
Ugh.
It's always them. Degenerates.
Our first factoid of our last set. There is less time between Abe Lincoln's second inauguration and Joe Biden's birth than Biden's birth and his inauguration.
Okay.
The second factoid. The U.S. had a cheese surplus that is now located in a cave in Missouri.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I really want that to not be true.
Uh-huh. What's the third one?
Talk about what year this surplus is from.
What's the third one? What's the third one?
The third one is cracking your knuckles leads to arthritis.
See,
It's the third one.
Here's
Lock
the
in.
thing. Yeah, here's the thing. That should have been the one, but you should have had the airplane one be the ringer. Because I know for a fact those first two things are true. I have learned this.
I wanted to
have
give
the
you
fun.
guys an easy final round because I knew the third one was such a piece of shit.
Dude, the arthritis one is the false thing.
Every classroom teacher ever.
We have it, yeah.
You're
We
going to
have
get
a
arthritis
cheesecake.
from that. It's not because I'm about to throw the eraser at your head.
Yeah.
You're
We
going to
have a
get arthritis
cheesecake,
from that.
And Biden is an ancient human being, and he belongs in the cheese cave.
I didn't even... Dude, the cheese is so old.
It is. It is, yeah.
It's so
Oh my god,
old.
the ancient
It's
cheese.
like it was
The
produced
government
for
cheese, man.
well, yeah, it was produced for one of the world wars, right? And then they overproduced it because the war ended. So they just stuck it in the cave until war came again. They'd have cheese, but then they never needed it. It's like, yeah,
1981.
yeah.
That's when they started distributing it.
Oh
Perfect.
no. What good is that cheese? It's been in that cave forever.
Not... They were handing it out.
Clown is dying. Man. He's so weird. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming it was like party cheese. It was like, it must have been like wheels of Parmesan or something like that. This is like basically
Why?
a
No,
Why
board.
are they
it was
giving
going
it
bad.
cheese
It
out?
was going bad. Nobody liked the cheese.
That's unfortunate.
Oh my god, we
Google
know where the
search result-
Lunchley cheese came from.
It's asking how much 1.4 billion pounds of cheese is worth.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because it's government
$3.4
cheese.
billion. I'm sorry.
It's, you know what makes this so funny? What makes this so funny is that you think it's so funny.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. The government. cheese in a cave.
Oh no.
Whose fucking idea was that?
They're
Joe
like
Biden's.
rat
Was it
squirrels.
Reagan? Was
No,
it Reagan?
It was Joe Biden. It's everything's his fault, right?
No, he wasn't in office.
In the
Nah,
80s?
he was standing there with a
He
trench
wasn't
coat.
like in charge of this. I'll say that.
He wasn't in charge of
President
cheese.
Ronald Reagan signed the Agriculture and Food Act, which authorized the distribution of 560 million pounds of cheese. Thanks, Reagan.
Wow.
Oh man.
Cheese.
I know you guys, you viewers, were screaming at them what the answers were to all four of these because you guys are smart. Except for any of you who said that glass is a slow-moving liquid. You guys are not smart.
Well, joke's on you because you said viewers, and this is an audio-only production right now.
Yeah, it's listeners.
So
Well, to our audio listeners and anyone else in the ethos.
The ethos?
wow. All right. Well, that's getting cut. Anyway, what's our next segment?
The next segment is
Don't cut it. They need that.
unhinged tweets or social media posts.
Did you see it? Did you see the tweet? It's completely unhinged.
I was just segueing into it.
Well,
Unhinged media.
unhinged. Okay, cool. So here's the deal. I will go first since we're already talking about political mishaps and people who do dumb things. I have here a post from in my opinion, the most useless social media company in the world, Truth Social. It's a lie. The very title is a lie. But anyway, something from your man, Donnie T, talking about Seth Meyers.
Huh?
Yeah. Are you familiar with Seth Meyers?
I think I've heard the name.
Yeah. He's
Yeah. We know this guy. He's like
he does a closer look.
What is that?
It's a segment of his show. What is this?
It's like a nighttime
he's
comedy
a
special,
nighttime,
right?
Yeah, he's a nighttime comedy guy.
Like
it's not the
Conan
Late Show.
O'Brien.
Yeah, it's not the Late Show. That's Stephen Colbert. I don't know, late
It's
night.
on NBC, whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it's late night or something
Or
like
is
that.
it CBS? I don't know. I get them all confused.
It's
Why are they
NBC.
all three letters? ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, that's three letters.
You're getting really angry for no reason.
Yeah, because who decided on this?
I'm fairly certain
It's a magic number.
it is a magic number, but also there's like they stand for things. But in any case, he's on NBC. This is essentially a big ranting post about Donald Trump being very upset that people have opinions about him, and most of them aren't good.
Sorry, go on.
So, of course, Seth Meyers does not say nice things about him, so he calls him that he's bad. He's not good. And then he says that NBC is a network, in quotes, that's run by a truly bad group of people. Yes. Remember, they also run MSDNC, so there's that. I'm not sure what that. I think it has something to do with the
MSDNC?
MSDNC. Yeah, I'm not sure.
No,
what that is.
MSNBC?
No, yeah, he said MSDNC.
So MS, Democratic National Committee?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. So he does this thing where he just names things sometimes.
He does, yeah. So I'm
Maybe
not
he
sure
meant
what
MSNBC.
Maybe
But
that might be
he
what
was
trying
like
to-
messing with the.
Yeah, maybe he was trying to say something like, well, he puts
It's
the word
it's
run.
a slang. It's a Trump slang for MSNBC.
Like Sleepy Joe or
Yeah.
Oh yes, MS
Crooked Hillary.
Democratic National. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, yeah, cool. So apparently he got stuck. Keyword: he got stuck watching him Marblemouth Myers, he calls him the other night. Yeah, the first time in months he's watched this. Yes, and every time he watches him, he calls him a moron. He feels an obligation to say how dumb and untalented he is. Yeah, he calls him a slot filler, and that Comcast is run by scumbags, and yeah, I mean, it's like, and then he starts talking about the radical left Democratic Party. They're not shows or entertainment; they're just political hits 100% of the time, apparently. So when they're talking about like the the wildfires and what's going on there, and the fact that
That's
like
political hit.
it's a political 100% of the time. The like $50 million that Stephen Colbert's show has raised to like help with the fires so far. That's all political.
Political conspiracy.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a really good time just to say.
Well, hold on.
The views expressed in Humor Highwire do not reflect the actual views of the hosts or Humor Highwire as a business entity. This is strictly for entertainment.
Yes. He then threatened Comcast, like the company. He said Comcast should pay a big, all caps, price for this. So that happened. I don't know. I don't understand.
I have nothing better to do than to watch late night television.
I mean, it's a long-standing
and
thing.
Tweet about it.
It's a long-standing. Well, he doesn't tweet. He posts.
No, I said fake tweet.
Oh, he truths. I think that's what they call them now.
He truths.
Yeah,
he truths.
So, he truths. Truths so good, so bigly. Well, here's the thing. Like, this has been a thing for years now, right? Like, he sees something on TV, and then he either thinks it's true or gets upset about it, or both.
What do you mean? I've never heard anything that he said that's untrue or.
Well, anyway, that I just thought that's something that stuck out to me in the last few days. So I really wanted to just kind of bring that to the table. I think it's the first explicit like post brought to the fore from a political figure on this show. So I might be shooting ourselves in the foot. But I just
you're opening the floodgates.
Oh no.
You know how many I could bring to the table.
Just be ready for the hate. That's all.
I just want to reiterate, there's no political affiliation here. We shit on everyone. Or
Joe
at least
Biden's
I do.
old and has a hard time saying
That's
words
true. We
sometimes.
did just do that. Yeah, he's old. Yeah. So is Donald.
We didn't want to talk about that. He passed all the cognitive tests.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yes.
Here, I'll lighten the mood a little bit. So, my Unhinged tweet is pretty good. Very recent. Actually, it's from the same year that I got my pregnancy factoid from. 2022.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going somewhere else.
Oh.
Pregnancy scare.
Well, men can get pregnant these days. Anyway. Sorry, I had to. So
you can't bring up things that the audience has no context for, because they have to stop everything and explain it.
No.
Look up men expansion.
I'm gonna mute you.
Anyway, my tweet is from 2022 from a company we all know and love, Pabst Blue Ribbon. It says, and I
love
quote,
that company.
It was in January, January 3rd. It says, so and I quote, "Not drinking this January? Try eating ass!" Exclamation point.
What?
So
I have a cup of liquid in front of me, and I would have destroyed everything that's sitting on my desk right now if I were drinking from it. What is that? Like, is there any context? Is there a photo to go with it to make it not what it is?
I can give you the photo that I have. I'll put it right in our little Let's do
Is it
let's
like,
do it in the host chat real quick.
like a...
Sorry,
like a-
sorry, listeners. You guys are just gonna have to do your own research.
No, see, there is
I
no
can't verify.
photo. So here's the thing. There is no photo.
Verify
listeners.
that this was
There's
a
no
tweet.
photo for context to make it a meme or anything like that. No, it's just pure text.
It's just a tweet.
It's just
straight
a,
tweet.
yeah. It's
It's
just
a
a
New
tweet.
Year's resolution of the sort.
So to all you listeners, right now when we're filming this, it is January.
You want to know something that's hilarious? Pabst Blue Ribbon posted this, and whether you're drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon or not, you're always eating ass. Because if you're drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon, it's ass. So you know what? They're just trying to tell you should drink our beer.
It's such a good tweet. They know.
Not a sponsor.
They know, man.
Never.
Dude, these companies. This is a great segue into mine, by the way.
I feel like
are...
this is like an attempt to be like Wendy's or something.
Oh,
you know how like Wendy's was
no.
just like feisty on social media?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. But just
So
fucked up.
here's this is a good one. This is a very good, Pabst Blue Ribbon. I got to give you guys props for this one. I need to see some more of this in 2025. I'm going to tell you guys about a company that took the philosophy of tilting off on social media and cranked it up to like 26. I don't know if you've ever heard of Nutter Butter cookies.
Yeah. They're all right.
So they've gone off the deep end.
Aren't they owned by Nabisco?
I cannot confirm or deny that. But for the two hosts, I'm just going to drop a little Twitter feed. I just this is my own screenshot. I hopped onto their Twitter today and just took a look to see what's going on there.
What is this? Hold on, listeners. Hold on.
See what's happening over there.
Okay, so this
How many helps?
Look, this is a series. This is a series of posts starting from August 29th of 2024 to September 24th of 2024.
I'm a you soon go there soon.
It reads help emotions on my way. The my and way are capitalized. The on is not. I'm a you soon go there soon. In all caps, how if there, 2 hyphens, if, I believe that's a comma, a space, and another comma, how. So, how if there, if how, help again, and then some craziness happening, all I can make out is the past.
So, this company is still, they're just making Nutter Butter cookies. But their social media is beyond depraved at this point.
So good.
I don't know if you've ever taken a gander at their TikTok, but it's a trip and a half.
Is this the real Nutter Butter?
Oh, this is the real Nutter Butter.
They're looking for someone named Aiden.
Yes,
I think.
They have a lot of posts reaching out to an individual named Aiden and another individual named Nadia. Yeah. Whoever they are, they're very deep in the Nutter Butter lore, along with Nutter Butter Man. There's a whole lore. It's very cryptic and depraved. There are things that have disturbed my soul severely that I've seen on this company's official TikTok feed. There are horrifying things that have happened.
Aiden and Nadia are just the other names spelled backwards.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh.
So something has gone horribly wrong.
Or horribly right.
Nope. The Matrix is glitching. And Nutter Butter
that sounds like
is...
our favorite person ever, Andrew Tate, friend of the show.
No. Never.
Yeah, he sponsored us, actually.
Dude. We're at the end of the show, so I can cut this.
And if
Yeah,
you would
if
like
you
to
want-
sponsor us,
if you want a good time, just go check out any form of social media for Nutter Butter. Because if you've never looked before, I guarantee you're going to get lost for at least 15 minutes because there's a lot happening there. Somebody
My
needs
gosh.
help, and they work for their PR team.
You know, I thought mine was going to be kind of crazy. And then we're coming out here with food product companies. Just insanity. You know, this is why in the very first episode of this show I did what I did, because this is what you guys come with.
is there a comment section on the platform you're going to?
What are you talking about?
What
For our-
platform?
for our podcast.
But yeah, so it posts on every major platform, and there's review sections for that. So if we post to YouTube, you can do comments. But
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to cut the last minute of this, I guess, or last half minute of this, because now we're talking shop. So I'm gonna stop the recording. Actually, no, we have to sign off.
We have to sign off. What are you talking about? This is all included. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Humor Highwire.
No. This is not going to be the only one that Justin's actually going to have to edit. Okay.
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I think we do it live.
Okay. Well, then live, it's time to sign off for this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a wild ride for me. Yeah.
Just the beginning.
Be careful of the food products that you purchase, because you never know if you're purchasing them from crazy people. Okay. Until next time.
Help.
Bye.
Send
Bye.
help.
No, goodbye.
Help.